Alright, what's going on, everyone? We're back here for the easy mode walkthrough. This is going to be part 4. We're going to be headed back to Heide's Tower. Now, some of you are probably like, well, why don't we just finish the boss over there in the forest? And what I have to say about that is you can if you want, but I wouldn't want you to have trouble and die and then have a problem with your health meter. Now, because of that, we're gonna go to Heide's Tower. Now, hopefully you farmed up a little bit. I did. Okay. This is good souls strategies here. Slow and steady. So now I'm level 33. So I farmed up about 5 levels. And if you take a look at my attributes, I'm taking a particular route with this character. So I've got my vigor up at 15, which you may want to get yours up to 20 before you start doing what I'm about to say, and that is start focusing. Your baseline stats are where they need to be. Your adaptability is at 9, giving you an agility of 88. Your dex is high enough to wield a short bow, and your strength should be high enough to wield even a decent strike weapon. So once you have that, matter of fact, you might not even need as high of a strength actually, but once you have that set up, then you need to start focusing. Now, in this character, I'm focusing on strength. Alright, I'm going to just go ahead and pump my strength up to 40. That's going to be the number one thing I'm going to do. Every single time I level up now, it's going to go straight to 40, because once I get to a 40 strength, then I'm going to be doing a lot of damage. I'm going to be doing a lot of damage. So I will say though, because I'm using the longsword, it doesn't have the fire longsword in particular. It doesn't have super good scaling. So for right now, it's actually pretty good because of how much extra damage it does because of the fire element. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and just talk to this dude who don't like me, and I'm going to reinforce. Well, it looks like I'm not going to reinforce the fire longsword. I need a few more souls. So what I'll probably do, actually, because I kind of need that to be reinforced, I will burn through a couple of these. Usually you want to hold on to some of these in case you need them, and right now I feel like I need them. So go ahead and upgrade this a couple times. So see how much extra damage I'm getting? Now that it's +1, it does 86 to physical and fire. I'm going to do it one more time, and then it'll be 94. So it's actually going to do a lot of damage, because it does 2 different types of damage. And in low levels, most of the enemies don't really have a whole lot of resistances to damage. So this is going to do like just tons of damage. And it really doesn't matter that my stats aren't really very high. So it's a pretty good strategy. Most of you should probably do something like this. Alright, so I'll see you guys at the Heide's Tower of Flame in just a second. Alright, y'all, so here we are at the Heide's Tower of Flame, and if you notice while I walk around this first beginning area, you'll probably be like, where is that knight, and where's all these enemies, right? Even the one over there, I think is no longer there anymore. Well, it's because when you kill them, I think it's like 10 times, or maybe a little bit more than 10, then they don't spawn anymore, unless you're in the Covenant of Champions or use a bonfire ascetic. So what that means for early game is that you can walk through this area and not have to worry about any enemies. Now, I'm going to show you, I didn't show you how to defeat this guy yet, but it's pretty simple. You just have your shield up. You got 90% resistance, so it really doesn't matter. Get a couple swipes, circle around. Oop. And a third swipe. And just take your time, just keep your shield up, and you'll be alright. Now, So I'm gonna show you guys something pretty cool when we get to the other Heide Knight, because he drops, that dude drops a pretty interesting weapon. It's a old knight hammer, and if you get it, it's a pretty good weapon if you can wield it. What you need to two-hand wield it, you need a 15 strength, and I'll show it to you right here. And it does quite a bit of damage. I mean, it does 250 damage. I don't think it scales really well. So let me see here. With extra strength, let's see. Yeah, it doesn't scale at all. But I mean, early game, 250 strike damage is a lot of strike damage. Even if it doesn't scale, like that's a lot. So pretty cool. It does weigh a lot, and the other downside is that a lot of these old knight weapons, they have a very low durability. Let me go ahead and show you that. Here's the durability. It's very low. It's only 30. So really it doesn't take very much for you to break it. You know what I mean? So it's not really something that you're going to want to like upgrade. But like super early on, if you're kind of farming up and you get one of those, that's a really good find. You can pump that strength up to 15. You can really do some damage, and I'll show you its heavy attack here in a minute. It's pretty impressive. Alright. Now, both of these two are going to start chasing me, and that's okay. And I don't know if you heard that, but the thing just popped up. A little lever. So, here, I'll show you what one of these do. So, look over there. See that circle in the middle of that tower? It raises the platform over there. So, and I think we skipped this. So, I'm going to grab that real quick. And these dudes move real slow. So, this is a little strategy that I like to do. You know, because I really don't want to fight two of those dudes at once. And it's pretty simple. You just kind of aggro one. See, one is starting to walk back already. So there you go. You can fight one at a time. And these dudes are simple, super simple to kill. Alright. So I'm actually going to save my Estus flasks. Because I just want to make sure that I have enough, because it takes a while to regain life when you use one of the life gems. So, and the Estus flask moves a little bit faster, so those would be better to use in battle, and the life gems are probably better to use out of battle. It's just they're consumables, so you only have so many, and then they're gone forever. And that's how you do it, right? Just kind of move around them. Stick and move, stick and move. Now, you could go this way. I kind of want to show you something over here. Let's see if you can see it. I don't want to go too far. I want to aggro these dudes. But right there, you can see it's a dragon right there. Now, we're going to kill them, just not yet. There's something that we need to do. A couple things we need to do first. Alright. Okay, so here's the deal. You don't have to attack this dude, but you could just walk by him, because what we want is inside that chest down there. There is a knight right there. That's usually a pain in the neck, but I'm going to show you this. Alright, so first thing I gotta note is in the bottom right hand corner it says I'm at 75%. That means that I have way too much weight. So I'm going to lower. Once you get below 70, then that's pretty well good enough. Let's do that. Alright, two-handed. There you go. See, now I can use it. Now, you've got sweeping R1s while two-handed, and then you have a like clobbering R2. Alright, so check this out. As long as you're standing, that's what'll happen. Like if I attack him again, he won't be pancaked like that. So once he stands up, bam, no problem. You can kill these guys all day, all day. But watch this. So now we used probably what, 7 attacks or something like that. Look, it's already half the durability. So this is not gonna last very long. You know what I'm saying? Some of these weapons durabilities, for whatever reason, I think it has something to do with the 30 to 60 FPS, that it just like they like disintegrate. It's pretty awful, actually. So it's kind of a good idea in this game to have multiple different weapons at your disposal, and you will get a bunch of weapons to be able to do different things with, and a bunch of upgrade materials to be able to upgrade these weapons, which kind of makes it fun. Now you can see over there, probably just saw it, that's a summon sign. Now we're going to hit the summon sign because there's a couple things we're going to do right here. So you can make a mad dash for the summon sign, but then this dude's going to come right at you from behind. So if you don't feel strong enough, like, I mean, I've got 3 Estus flasks, I got nearly full hit points, I've got my shield and my sword and stuff, so it depends on where you're at this point. But here's the strategy if you're kind of like low health and you're like, man, I want to get to this stuff, but I'm not sure if I can do it alone. Wait for him to attack. His attack animations are long. Run over here, hit the summon that phantom, and you have to be human form. If you're not in human form, you won't be able to summon him. Alright? So, and then you could just hold up your shield, play defense, play turtle. And Masterless Glencore, what, I don't know what he's doing, man. There you go. He's gonna aggro the guy. He does a ton of damage. And he gonna kill him right here. No. There we go, I killed him. You do gotta be careful because they only have so much health, and sometimes they don't like to drink their Estus flasks. So do keep that in mind. Now this dude, he's gonna just aggro this guy. I can just wait right here and see what happens. He could kill him. I just hope he doesn't break the chest. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think I've ever seen that happen, but it could happen. He might even fall off, actually. And I don't want to go over there because I don't want to fall off, you know what I'm saying? He might come over to me, actually. Look at that. Oh, dude. The phantom fell off. And so as it is. You know what I mean? Sometimes that happens. But that's okay because this is all we're here for. We are just here for what's in this box. And that is this cool ring. Alright, Ring of Binding. This is what you want to have on. You want to have this Ring of Binding on because what happens is when you die, normally you lose like, I think it's like 10% of your health or something crazy. When you have this on, you just start, when you die and you become hollow, you only lose like a fraction of your health. So it's like nothing pretty much. Now, at this point, we are going to basically make our way back. We are not going to try to kill that boss. You know, you can if you're feeling kind of gutsy. If you're a new player, more than likely you're not ready for that. What you can do though is aggro these dudes, and one of them will follow you all the way over here. The other one will turn around. So the Heide Knight will come over and play. The other one will be like, that's too far. Well, got greedy. Oh, this is not good. So that was kind of risky what I did right there, taking a drink. Alright, so let's see here. Oh, tried to parry him. I can parry him. I'm dead set on parrying this guy, actually. Well, you know what, forget it. There you go. Parrying these guys is like, I don't know, really good, actually. Especially when you don't really have very many good attacks. Very good option, because you can do a ton of damage, especially if you still have that dagger equipped. Alright, so one Estus Flask, and let's kill this guy. Because, you know, it's always good to get extra souls, you know what I'm saying? So, a few extra souls, and this guy. Now, here's what we're going to do with regard to, alright, that dragon. First thing we're going to do is, this guy's got a long attack animation, so you're going to parry him. And then just backstab him. So we're going to attack him, we're going to attack that dragon from down below with some arrows. This is like honestly the easiest way to kill this thing. I'm going to go ahead and equip this dagger actually. Because I'm tired of backstabbing him, not doing enough damage. There we go. See? The dagger, you know what I'm saying? Alright, so head on back to the bonfire, and then we're gonna meet up at the Forest of the Fallen Giants, okay? So I'll see you back then. Alright, y'all, so here we are at the Forest of the Fallen Giants, and I have to tell you that I made a little pit stop. I stopped at the town of Majula, and I leveled up with the souls that I had. I highly advise you do that. I bumped up my strength a little bit more. You go ahead and focus down on what you're trying to do. If you're a cleric, start hitting up that faith. You're going to be getting some spells here very shortly. If you are, you know, doing a sorcerer build, start leveling up your intelligence. If you're doing a dex build, you know, level up that. And I would focus on one thing at a time, unless if you're trying to do a hexer thing, I would probably still focus on getting at least a 20. And same thing with intelligence builds. Just get that 20. If you can get to 20, you can maybe even start spending your souls on, you know, a different statistic and stuff like that. But at least a 20 for hexer and pyro builds and stuff like that. You have to focus on 2 stats, so you want to get them both to 20. Okay, so kill this guy. The other guy is going to come around, so you're going to want to kill him too. And a lot easier to kill him with this thing now that it's upgraded to +2. Honestly, very shortly we'll be able to get this thing to +5, I think, actually. We just need to find one more shard, actually, because let's see. Yeah, we only got 2. We need one more shard. So we'll be getting that last shard here in a little bit. Okay, so make sure you're human. And let's go. Let's go. If you're a wizard build, this will be really, really easy because there's 2 summons you can have, and you can just kind of stay back and just soul arrow them up. But if not, you kind of do got to get into the mix. Watch out for this dude right here. You can't open this door yet, but we will, and we'll go in there and check it out. Like probably quite a lot later in the game. So summon mid-mannered pate and sellsword let. Summon both of these dudes. Make sure they're all the way summoned before you engage. Get your shield ready. See, I'm gonna lighten my load a bit, and I'll keep the short bow in case I want to range this guy for a little bit at the end, because toward the end, bosses in I'll skip this. Toward the end of a battle with bosses, sometimes they change up their moves, and oh, you gotta be careful. back up a little bit. Take a minute, heal up. He's gonna use a jump attack, yeah, see? Alright, so now he's entered his second phase. He got his arm, he ripped his arm off so he can attack us with his arm like a club. So, be careful, that will do a lot of damage, and it's a very wide sweeping attack. So if you stay behind him, don't over spam the attack button, you should be good to go. Just a couple attacks at a time, watch what he's doing, and look at that, it's done. Alright, I didn't even use an Estus Flask. So, you have the Soul of the Last Giant and Soldier Key. Look, do yourself a favor, don't use the Soul of the Last Giant for souls. You'll bring it to different people, NPCs in the world, and they can trade it for like weapons and stuff like that. So, I probably wouldn't consume it. Alright, from this point, you're going to make your way back. You've got a whole bunch of souls, and we're going to spend them real quick and then come right back. There's one last thing I want to do in this episode, and hopefully you have been attacking and farming the knights in Heide's tower, because when we come back to this area, you're going to be using the skills that you have developed in attacking and defending against their attacks. Alright, so head on to Majula, level up, get rid of those souls, and then come right back, okay? Alright guys, so we're back, we just leveled up, and sticking to the plan, I'm leveling up my strength, and try to hit to 40. Alright, now, the next thing we're going to do, we still have to defeat this semi-boss up there, the Pursuer. We're going to probably do that in the next episode. But first, we are going to come down here, actually. Alright, so, as always, kill these guys. And now I was talking about using those skills. That's going to come against the Pursuer. Those skills against the shielded, you know, heavy, they're old knights, I think they're called. From the Heide's tower. If you could learn to move around those guys, you'll be alright. You'll be alright. So, when you kill the last giant, you get that key. So that key will open up this. And a couple other things. So, come over here, grab this ring of restoration. And a torch, looks like. And, look, I looked this up. The blue seal ring will actually increase your maximum HP by 3%. So it does something. It's just not a lot. Like when you're very beginning of the game, I mean, something's better than nothing. But now we've got, you know, a bunch of rings. This one is super good. This one is pretty good. This one is just a weaker version of the life ring, you know. So we're going to switch that out for the ring of restoration. Now what this is going to do is just constantly give us like a very small amount of health regen. So, you know, when you're taking your time in these maps and stuff like that, it becomes really cool. So we just picked up the Grand Lance, and I will say I think that I'm going to want to be using that thing. That is a very cool weapon. Let me go and show you what it looks like. Looks like I can't use it just yet. We need to have an 18 dex. So I very well might bump up my dex so I can use this thing, because alright, so it's got this attack, and notice how it took like a minute to do it, because I think it'll hit the enemies like a couple times. You've got the heavy attack, which it'll hit them like 3 times. It'll stagger dudes too. And then you have the two-handed one hand or R1, and then the two-handed R2. So that'll attack them several times, I think. And then, let's see here, the jumping attack, if I can manage that here. Downward stab. Running attack. Let's see if I can run. Yeah, look at that. It's like a charging attack. So that'd be pretty fun, honestly. Let's see how much it weighs. Weighs 12, so it's a little bit on the heavy side. I might actually start using the halberd too, but we'll see. For right now, we're going to just make it easy for you guys. So I'm going to show you how to use the sword. Sword is a very good weapon. Mace is a super good weapon too. The Morning Star is pretty good. So these guys are real simple. Just get a backstab on them. Shielded guys, you know, pretty simple. If you have a strike weapon, then you probably have them killed by now, actually. There we go. So, now we took a little bit of damage and stuff, but that's alright because we have that. I don't know if you just saw. Here, I'll show you. Take a look at my HP. I'm not gonna lie, it doesn't look like. Oh, it doesn't give me my current HP. That's why. But if you take a look at my health meter, it actually is ticking up. So by the time I get to where I'm going, I'll have it partially recovered, my health. So pretty cool, pretty cool. What we're gonna do actually is come up here and. You don't have to hit the bonfire. Just toggle to light the torch. And now look, I don't understand how this works. Okay, this is some Dark Souls stuff. Like this torch is not lit. It's not burning. See how the timer stopped? But yet when I get down the stairs, it's lit again. I don't understand how that works, man. Whatever, I guess. So I don't have my shield in my hand, so keep that in mind. So you gotta not have to block. You can actually block with this, and you can attack with this, and it does fire damage, but it's not like you know, real good attack or anything like that. So what we're gonna do is come down here. If you're in human form, then you can summon this guy, the Ruined Alphys, but I'm gonna wait a second actually, because I want him later on. There's a NPC that is kind of a pain and that you'll probably want help with. So as long as you can manage killing these guys just fine, then go ahead and do that. There's a few of them, and they actually will drop. Pick up this. They will actually drop effigies. Oh boy. Just don't take too many hits from them, okay? Because that bleed meter it's real, okay? Bleed meters are real. So, I'm gonna see if I think I can aggro someone over here. Oh no, that's everyone. Alright, so let me run over here and grab this. Light the torch. Okay. Aggro. There we go. Try to aggro just like one or two at a time, because otherwise you'll be in trouble. Now I assume that I do more damage because I'm using fire, but I don't know for sure actually. Alright, I think there's like one or two more over here. Alright, so that's all of them. And it doesn't look like they dropped anything for me, but that's okay. It's not really a big deal. And like I said, the farthest you can get without summoning that guy, the better. Because when you summon, it'll actually make enemies harder to defeat. So you kind of got to weigh out, like, how important is it for you to summon. So this guy right here, he's going to try to mess with you, but I know he's there, and now you know he's there, and I'm going to take that hit. Alright, so I took a little bit of damage, but that's okay. I'm still healing up, you know what I mean? So come in here. Don't go up the ladder yet, alright? There's a couple things we need to take care of first, and that's this dude right here. I'm gonna see if I can aggro him. There. Alright. Ooh, an infantry axe. Those are somewhat rare, actually. Let's take a look at it, matter of fact. Yeah, look at that. Nice moveset, very wide. Nice attack. But look at the durability, it's only 30, so, you know. That's the problem with, you know, mob weapons. Just have a low durability, you know what I mean? It's kind of a pain. So open this up. And this dude is gonna start coming at me. Let's see here. Oh boy, I'm gonna equip that Morning Star actually, because there's a bunch of these dudes. Alright, well, I will say I kind of backed myself into a corner there, so, you know, be careful doing that kind of stuff. Alright, gonna come up top. Okay. Now they're not gonna, I don't think they're gonna see me right away, but there's a bunch of them up here. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And they'll drop down. Let's see if I can attack. There we are. Bastard sword. You know what? Maybe I'll be using that one actually. This playthrough. I hear it's good. I've never really used it. Oh, that was bad. Forgot about that attack. Oh boy. Oh no. It's not looking too good. Let's see here. Oh, he's charging me. This is not good at all. Whew. Close, man. Holy smokes. Alright. And a whip. And the whip is actually a really fun weapon, actually. I did a playthrough with whips and fists, and that was very, very cool. Alright, so, heading down. Alright, there's a guy down in here. And we do have to kill him. See, he just must not realize where I'm at. And I'm not going to go out there because there's another guy out there too. And that would be very bad for me to aggro both of them. Are you serious? Alright. Well, there's only one thing to do. If that's the case. Yeah, see, moved to the side that time. Alright. Switch on back. Okay, so pretty well cleared out most of that junk. At this point, what we're going to do is go back and summon this guy because we're going to need a little bit of help killing this NPC. Oh, we don't need it, but I mean, you'll probably need it. And I don't have any more Estus flasks actually, so I might even need it too. So anyways, it'll only take a minute. We'll just run right over here, grab the summon. I think it's Armor Dennis. Yeah, we'll be fighting Armor Denizen, but Ruined Alphys is our guy. He's a magic user, so as long as he doesn't, like, the weird thing about this game is sometimes you'll like summon people in, like the NPC phantoms, and like the friendly ones, and then sometimes they'll like just walk off the edge, man. Like, it's so frustrating. So hopefully he doesn't like just walk off the edge. So to protect against that, I'm gonna come over here so that he doesn't have to, like, you know, be close to the edge. Alright, and he actually has a light spell too, so that you can see in the dark areas, which is kind of cool. Alright, so here's the deal. The NPC phantom enemy is going to spawn, but first I'm going to grab this stuff right here. This is actually some pretty good armor. It's lightweight. There's large soul, proud knight soul. So lightweight armor and really good scaling. So, uh-oh. Well, I'm about to die, bro. Run away for a second here. Let that guy attack him. Alright. Now I need to stun this guy. There we go. It's a mage battle over here. You know, I'm gonna show you guys something. Watch this. There we go. Alright. That was a little bit excessive, I know, but still. I had to. Alright, so there's a bonfire over here. I really should have lit it, honestly, before we even did the battle. But, you know, it's whatever. And now this guy, we're just going to send him away with the black separation crystal. Use that. And send him away because he won't let me get out of the doorway. So, and then the last thing I'm going to show you is this is where you get seeds from. So you come over here, and there you go, the Sea of Jiden. That will make invaders have to deal with the enemies, because normally when someone invades you, you still have to defeat regular enemies, and then plus them, which makes it more difficult. When you use a seed, then they'll have to defeat the regular enemies, and the regular enemies won't really be attacking you. So that's kind of cool. Alright, so at this point, we're going to end it. This is the next one. We're going to be going through and killing the pursuer, and probably even the dragon rider in the Heide's tower. So that's what we're going to do in the next one. So until then, I'll see you guys later. Bye, everyone.